So with the dog snoring away in the background, something that she likes to do when I'm doing videos, I don't know, maybe it's the voice. But I'm not complaining, believe me. I'd rather she was here than not here, but keep that picture in mind, right? And no doubt, like many you've heard about a 3-year-old child being thrown into crocodile alligator enclosure. Quite literally thrown in bodily. A 3-year-old child. And if it wasn't for the fine actions of, from what I can work out, one of the owners, the wife, that child would be dead. But what I cannot wrap my head around, and I've waited days to hear something like, well, he's detained, yeah, somewhere. And, a name. A name would be nice. Let me read you some of the following. And this 22nd, today, right? Happened days ago, yeah? The 3-year-old boy hurled into a pit full of crocodiles and alligators by a man with special needs is no longer critically ill, it was revealed today. The child was bitten by a saltwater crocodile in front of his mother, who was also caring for a baby during a family visit to Oldhurst Zoo in Cambridgeshire. He suffered a shattered arm and pelvis with CCTV footage of the brutal attack now handed to detectives. Police have been studying the footage and today confirmed he is no longer in a critical condition. Absolutely great to hear. But he remains in hospital in Cambridge. Now, I'll repeat, if it wasn't for the fine efforts of this lady, this co-owner of this place, going in there to grab him and take him away from that situation, he would not be here. But it's this next bit. The 30-year-old man arrested at the scene on suspicion of attempted murder was almost immediately bailed until September the 18th after police said he was assessed as not being fit for interview. Yeah, Now, through various things in my life, I have met a number of people who, now under this thing of special needs, and some, they are still productive, wonderful individuals that just aren't that bright. They have special needs, right? But there's others where you have to question that they're in the community. Because, this term, community. That, how about, let's go back to old school. How about out in the street? Because, as it goes on to say, carers accompanying the disabled man, so he's disabled, were reportedly on their phones and 10 metres behind him when he picked up the boy, lifted him over a security fence, think about this, and hurled him into the enclosure swarming with alligators and crocodiles. Police are assessing whether the suspect will be charged. He's been released. And another thing is, why did it need 2 carers? Oh, you don't know the level of disability he's got, and of course he's, But surely to God, come on, 30-year-old. Surely you need to be somewhere a bit more secure. After all, if you're needing 2 carers, and maybe it's just absolutely because, look, he's got so many disabilities, blah, blah, blah. But remember, okay, I get it, it's a 3-year-old child. Body weight wise, whatever. But released? Sorry, babe. what were we saying? Based on his mental acuity and all the rest of it, we just realised that he couldn't be interviewed. But he's released? Unless you're telling me, well, actually, it could be somebody else, we're just not 100% sure. Why is this guy released at all? Seriously. I think he's already demonstrated, but he didn't know what he was doing. Is that what we're going to see? Seriously. The guy chucked a 3-year-old into a crocodile enclosure. Anyway, let's go to comments. Yeah, fair play. Kudos to the owners who went above and beyond to help the little boy. No argument there. After all, I mean, remember, what's going to come out after this? Fences above, beyond fences, whatever. I mean, come on. Only a few decades ago, we were absolutely comfortable with embracing common sense. And had a system, genuine system, that usually could work out at least most of the lunatics and psychopaths as a bloody child. When you were given it even the egg and spoon race, but hey, you can be a winner, you won, or no, hey, you failed, either get better, whatever else, blah, blah, blah. But somewhere in amongst it all, teachers could find out, there's somebody to keep an eye on, even as a child, blah, blah, blah. Did lots of lunatics get through? Of course. But nothing close to where we are now. Based around the fact we've taken the bell out of things, we've taken out hearty words, and just getting people to grow up. Yeah. And this next one is also fair. I've worked with people with learning difficulties. Learning difficulties do not equate with violent behaviour. There's something else going on. I think that's a fair comment. What's going on here? Seriously.